Choice.
Okay.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. And at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
What's going on, YouTube? This is Darklight Gamer coming at you with another Let's Play, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable, guys. Now, the first episode of this got some great feedback from you guys. I really appreciate all of your support, and some of you said that you want to see me play more of this and get some more endings of this, so that's what we're going to do in this episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to investigate this office and see if we can't make some...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Make some different choices in this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. We already been through this. See if we can do some different things and get some different endings. I already have a few ideas of what I'm going to do differently.
To a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
So first of all, I'm going to go through this left door. We're going to do the exact same thing as before, only this time we're going to go to the stairs and see what happens when we go...
There was not a single person here either.
I'm talking,
Feeling
dude.
a wave of disbelief,
Narrator.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Tits.
Hoping he might find an aunt coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, so instead of going upstairs, we're going to go downstairs and see what is down here. Because I have no idea. We're going to find out some stuff. Alright, basement, maybe. It's down here. Anything behind here? Hello? Hello? Nope. Through this door. There's a fire hose in case I need it.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh,
he
no!
might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all?
It could be.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
It's a good question.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yep, all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Woo!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Oh, wow.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Interesting.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back. the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
It was
I'm
all
through with
just
this
a dream.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
So exciting.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
Ah. And, of course, that's not where I wake up. I'll wake back up down here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ah! Okay, so is that the ending?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck? Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yep, that was a crazy person. I'm glad I'm not crazy like that. I'm glad I'm normal. Let me go do my normal life. Awesome. Let's not even call the police or anything, because fuck that, right? Alright, guys, so now we're going to try to do another
Stanley had
ending.
never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Good sign, maybe? Are we in a different version of the office? Maybe? Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do now. There, I think, is another exit somewhere towards, if I follow his instructions, go to the mind control facility. I think there was another exit to the left somewhere.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. We've been through this before. So yeah, I'm going to try to take that side exit and see if we can't get another ending from that.
There was not a single person here either. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright guys, so here we are back in the mind control facility. So what I'm going to do here
Stanley
is...
walked straight ahead through the large door that read
talking.
Mind Control Facility.
Yes, I see. So instead of going into the mind control facility, we are going to go to the left and escape. Let's get out of here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, that's rather morbid. Jesus. Why would I continue going down this hall? I have no idea. Maybe I should turn back. I'm just kidding. We're not actually going to do that. We're going to continue going towards our death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yep, he's trying to warn me.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
They're trying to march directly towards my death, my end. Alright, to my death then. Geronimo! I guess this is just like a death ending, just like whenever I was on the platform. It's not really so much of an ending, so to speak. Alright. Oh, actually, we didn't just wake back up at the office like I thought we would. That's really cool. Okay. Where are we now? Like
As the machine
oh,
whirled
shit.
into motion and Stanley was inched closer and
Oh,
closer to
shit.
his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I'll just
Stanley
accept
can't
this.
see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, cruel world. Yeah, I just accept this. I guess this was just, the result of terrible choices. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
Who
a
the fuck is
single
you?
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What the fuck? Okay. Well, that didn't happen. Way to tell a story. Who the fuck is you? You're not the narrator.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay. So instead of doing
Every
that...
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance. Death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? So in this ending, basically, I was always dead. Like, this is just like some afterlife or something? Office layout. Interesting. Stanley's computer. This is like the Museum of Stanley! You get to see all the things in my life. Filing cabinets and a computer and my office. All the most important things in Stanley's life are in here. Office computers. That was solitaire, brah. I can't turn them back on once I've turned them off for some reason. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, so we have buttons. Let's see. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. So this is like the development office in a way, but in a museum style. Boop, beep, bop, boop, beep, bop. I am a robot. Credits. The developers of the game. This is their little plug into the game. Doors, also a very important part of my life. 1, 2, 3. Can I actually open them? No? Okay. Well, how useful are you? Not very. Alright, now what is over here? A little elevator, maintenance room, an early version of the maintenance room. Oh, interesting. 431 to 436, the printer that never freaking works! I hate that printer. Fuck that printer, for real. A plant, the office plant, my box for when I get fired. Awesome. Green light. It says, in September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page only had a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Awesome. Alright guys, I decided I didn't want to walk around too much and show you too much of this place, because there's a lot to look at, and I don't want this whole episode to just be me wandering around looking at random shit in the museum.
Look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Okay.
How they both wish to be free.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna shut it down then. Is
Can
this
you
when I
see?
just...
Can you see how much they need one another?
What, Stanley and the narrator?
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Okay.
But listen to me.
Whatever.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
No, I'm good.
Don't choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Oh, shit. Crunch. Yeah, I wasn't gonna exit out of the game, lady, because I'm in the middle of Let's Play, so, I mean... I have both a checking and a savings account, and I need to transfer from my savings to my checking, and it could take up to like 48 hours, and I don't think it's going to clear in time, so... Okay, guys, so for this ending, we went down the right path, and we're going to the phone, whenever we have to pick up the phone.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Yep, into the
She's
dark
been
room.
Waiting.
My lovely wife, my mannequin
That's her,
wife.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
But this time, instead of picking up the phone, what we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug this
As Stanley
motherfucker.
picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yep, I
No,
did.
that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
Yep.
Let me double check.
Is that ending even in here?
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That is not what happens,
Picking
you
up
know
the
it.
phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice.
Okay.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For
Okay.
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I'm sorry, it's 4:30. I'm supposed to do the thing somewhere else, not talk to you. My bad. Gotta go. Bye.
Excellent.
Nailed
Making
it.
choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Got you. I'm ready, brah. Let's do it.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do and wrong and fuck up completely? Anything? No? Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything else I can fuck up in here, so let's continue! Making choices and doing things. Making my life mean something. Okay. Is this the cargo lift? But there's like a fence around it now.
Now that we know your
Okay.
choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Yeah, why would we
just
do
need
that?
to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Alrighty. Alright, so Now what? What do? I guess we just follow wherever he wants me to go. Back to the choice hallway, I guess. I'm trying to get back on track. Now that we know better.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Got you. We're gonna do it. Here we go.
Remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Right.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah! Gonna take a ride again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Nope, nope. I'm gonna fuck around. Fuckery is my middle name. What if I go in this door? No? Anything? Can I do anything? I want to fuck it up some more. Okay. Okay, fine. 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 This way, then. Doing the thing. Is there anywhere else I can go? Anything else I can do? What is this? Is it a closet? Okay. Oh, shit.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
And it's exactly for this reason.
I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's exactly for that reason why I wanted to fuck everything up, just to see you squirm. Trollolo. Ah! It's worse! You made it worse! What did you do?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever.
I am pretty clever,
now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Yep.
What, did you think that would be funny?
It was.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Well, that's just unnecessary.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, clearly, if I had popcorn, I wouldn't need to add any salt to it, because narrator, already plenty salty already, so... Anyway, I guess we're gonna go ahead and continue this way. Is the office fine now? Office is fine now. Okay, cool.
Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Alright guys, it seems like I didn't really have a choice other than to continue following his instructions now, so we came across this office, but it looks way different than it did before.
Inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It's not the same office.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up. But now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Shark something or other. Habushki. It is destiny. It was fate. Please speak clearly into the receiver. Okay, how do I do the thing?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Yep. I did the thing. Right there on the wall. That's what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Night Shark 115.
Speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Yeah, Night Shark 115. Yes, we're doing the thing. Of course, Stanley can't talk.
Fine.
So.
You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he just pull me out of Stanley's body? Okay.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
I'm just looking down at him from above.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Without me, Stanley is nothing.
Important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Your plan was flawed, narrator.
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Yep, just be wise with your choices.
Right.
You're going to be waiting a while.
Wait
Sorry to tell you.
Decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Forever. Okay, guys, so I think we're going to have time for one more ending. I think we've gone on for a while now, but in order to get this ending...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Trying to talk,
Stanley
narrator.
decided to go to the meeting.
Okay, guys, as I was saying, in order to get this ending, I needed to get the confusion ending from the last episode that I recorded. Apparently, I cut off the video just a little bit too early, because I think the confusion ending was the last ending that I got in the first episode of this. So I should have just kept on going, and I'm going to come to this one.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
Don't ask me, buddy. I think that was you.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
So I'm saying.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
It's an adventure!
Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Okay, so what door? What do, where go? This one? Is this gonna lead me somewhere? Oh well, it's an adventure! Let's just look around. Left, I guess. Here. Man, this is just super confusing! This is like the anti-Darklight Dreamer ending right here, because I'm gonna be lost. So freaking lost in every game that I play. Why can't I just play one game where I'm not
I'll say it.
Super terribly lost?
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, sure. What happened? Restarted? Was that it? Okay. Well, let's just
All of
move
his
on then.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's the Rapture, guys. That's where everybody went. Alright, are we back to normal? Oh, now there are no doors.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we
Okay.
go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Got you. Alright, let's go back. See if we can't find the story somewhere. Why? Who just leaves all their coffee knocked over everywhere? Seriously. Seriously. Alright.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here
Here it is.
comes.
Here it is. It's gonna be
Wait,
right here.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Dude, you're getting all confusing. No, what the fuck? What'd you do now?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Pretty sure
Do
it
you
was an
know what?
office building, buddy.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I'm a millennial.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yay! It's gonna be fixed now, right? Right? We fixed it? We did it? Alright, so here we are.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
The adventure line! Let's have an adventure, only in a very, very specific direction. Follow this path only, no getting distracted. Got you. This is the most boring safari I've ever been on.
You
Excuse
see,
me, thank you.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Destiny!
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
It got deep, buddy.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't
Got
want to
you.
miss anything.
Got it. Alright, so, your line, getting a little bit difficult to follow. Your lines are everywhere,
Wait,
brah.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where are you taking me? Oh!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, the narrator must just be getting so frustrated. Oh, we're back at the adventure line. Cool. Yeah!
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction was that? Back in the office? No? What direction did you just open up for me? I don't see a direction. Oh, okay, this door opened. Cool! Got you. Didn't see it before, but now we're doing the thing.
This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want to go to space. And swim with the fishes in space.
Again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
And in space, I want to be a space pirate. And it's going to be awesome.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So
Magic,
I know
magic,
that
magic,
each
magic,
door
magic, magic,
has
magic,
to
magic.
lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since
Possibly.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Magic, 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 magic. If any of you get that reference, let me know in the comments below.
Oh,
The confusion
what's this?
ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Wow, Jesus.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now,
How many times
according
ever
to
we
the
restarted?
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Never make me paranoid. Narrator.
So,
Narrator, you're freaking me out.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the
Yes.
meantime...
Ah! Alright guys, so that was more endings of the Stanley Parable. Now this episode went on just a little bit longer than I originally wanted it to, and I really apologize for that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do me a huge favor and share this video with your friends. The exposure really and truly helps me out a lot, guys. Do me a favor and drop some comments too. Let's talk about this awesome game. I love hearing from you guys. I just love chatting with you guys. It really and truly makes my day. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, you guys know that I'd love to have you guys as a member of the Dark family. And we'll continue this hilarious journey together again very soon. Until then, may your dreams light your darkest hour, and I'll see you next time.